paper reports that two of the male prostitutes were given a late-night tour of the White House last year.
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers.
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Welcome to the Nick Bryant Podcast. Today we will stream part 2 of my interview with Christian Hansen and Zach Treitz on American Conspiracy, the Octopus Murders. But first, I have a public service announcement to make. I spent 7 years researching and writing the Franklin Scandal, a story of power brokers, child abuse, and betrayal, which is about the cover-up of an interstate child trafficking network, much like we're seeing today in the Epstein case. And although I was meticulous with my research when writing the book, the Wikipedia page on the Franklin Scandal, quote, the Franklin child prostitution ring allegations, makes the Franklin Scandal look nonsensical. On the first page of my website, I have a link to numerous pages of exchanges in the talk section of Wikipedia's Franklin child prostitution ring allegations. The exchanges are between people who want to introduce a modicum of veracity to that page and the recalcitrant so-called editors who have dedicated years to making sure that page is nonsensical. I believe that their perfidy has really hurt sales of the Franklin Scandal, and it's also negated me from getting traction when it comes to making a documentary or a narrated movie, because I believe that executives in showbiz don't really read a lot. I was pitching the Franklin Scandal in 2011 in Los Angeles, and a friend of mine hooked me up with 2 young rising producers. I met one at a coffee shop. A few days later, my friend forwarded me an email exchange between the young producers. In the emails, the producers discussed what was true about the Franklin Scandal and what was not true about the Franklin Scandal. But now here's the kicker. Neither one had read the book. I had the head of a production company who actually read the book tell me that I would never get traction in the movie biz until the Wikipedia page on the Franklin Scandal had been changed. So in a fit of utter despondency, I gleaned the private cell number of Jimmy Wales, the founder of Wikipedia, and phoned him. Here's a recording of that phone call.
Hello?
Hello, Jimmy.
Yes, hello.
Hello. My name is Nick Bryant, and I wanted to talk to you about a Wikipedia page. And I'm sorry that I'm calling you, but I've tried every other way to rectify this. So if you could listen to me, I'd be eternally grateful.
Sure.
So I wrote a book called The Franklin Scandal, a story of child brokers, or a story of child abuse, power brokers, and betrayal. And I spent 7 years writing that book. I specialize on children's issues. And the book is very solid. And there's a page in Wikipedia that's called the Franklin Child Prostitution Ring Allegations. And that page has been taken over by unethical editors. And numerous people have tried to correct that page and introduce a modicum of reality to it. But these editors have locked it down, and they refuse to let anyone put new content in. And I've tried. I've gone to other editors, and I've spent a lot of time on that page. And these editors are really recalcitrant, and they won't budge. And you're my last recourse to straighten that page out.
Okay. Tell you what, I've just opened the page. I've never heard of this case. I've never heard of anything about this. So I'll have to research this.
Okay, I can send you some. I can text you some links if that will help.
Yeah, the easiest would be if you just send me an email, and the best email for me is my personal email because it comes to my phone and so on. So it's
Again, and I'm sorry that I called you out of the blue, but I've tried everything else, so I would really appreciate your help.
Great. Yep, great. I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
And, so send me an email, and I'll just answer your email quickly.
Okay.
To confirm that I've received it, and then I'll see what I can see.
Okay, that would be huge. Thank you so much.
Great. All right.
Okay,
great.
bye.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
So Jimmy gave me his email, and I sent him documents and write-ups that should have demonstrated to him that the Wikipedia page was a false narrative. I phoned Jimmy 3 weeks later and left a voicemail. He texted that he didn't receive the information I emailed him, but I was somewhat dubious of that statement because the emails never bounced back to me. The text then said that he concluded that the Franklin scandal was a hoax. Jimmy obviously hadn't read the Franklin scandal either. Wikipedia editors have also been highly protective of the False Memory Syndrome Foundation, which was a dubious organization that believes recovered memories are fictitious and implanted by therapists. The False Memory Syndrome Foundation was founded by pedophile Peter Fried and his wife Pamela Fried because one of their daughters accused Peter Fried of sexual abuse. The organization that congealed around the Frieds included Jolly West, a psychiatrist who conducted CIA mind control experimentation. However, West wrote papers discussing his ability to implant memories. So Jolly wasn't being very honest when he said false memories were fictitious. It's hard to believe that a guy who conducted CIA mind control experiments would tell such a lie. Peter Fried, who had a PhD in mathematics, actually told the Philadelphia Weekly that the family dog would have barked if he molested his daughter. And the family dog didn't bark, so ergo, he didn't molest his daughter. Yes, someone with a PhD in mathematics actually said that. I made an insert into the False Memory Syndrome Foundation's Wikipedia page, and it was deleted by one of the recalcitrant editors who watches over the Wikipedia page on the Franklin scandal. But let's get back to Jimmy. Jimmy Wales also has a history of extremely sordid, if not illicit behaviors. Wales initially funded Wikipedia from a porn site he started. Wales co-founded Wikipedia with Larry Sanger. And Sanger has said that Wales deleted hundreds of nude photos after Sanger told the FBI that the Wikipedia's parent company was, quote, knowingly distributing child pornography.